And just like that, we're back for another live stream way out east on Long Island. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our little world. I hope you're one of the good ones. With that, we say hi to Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. He's first on the whole damn thing. Sending stars motivates Opie to continue live streaming daily. Yes, but Facebook won't allow you to send stars. I don't know what they're doing. But you can certainly send me a super chat on the YouTube, or you can just hit the like. That helps the cause too. What's up, John Courts down there in Philly? I don't know if you guys did well in the draft. I think you did well in the NBA draft, right? I don't know the college game as well as the NBA. So to me, watching the draft yesterday, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. What's up, Nick? How are you? Scott Watson up the river. We got Richie Rich. We got Joseph with the good morning, brother man. Richie Rich with the morning who the man. Ooh, God, I don't know who the man is today. Who the man? I might have to take a pass on the who the man today. Who the man? Is Biden the man? Is Trump the man? Is LeBron James' son the man? No, he ain't the man because he didn't get picked in the first round of the NBA draft. But you know, most people that are in the know, they're like, of course he wasn't going to get picked in the first round. He's not a first-round draft choice. Who the man? Oh, man, who the man? I'm going to have to take a hard pass on that for now, Richie Rich, unless someone out there in the chat could help us out with who the man. Who else we got? We got R.J. Henners. We got Cliff. I don't like that I'm being stumped on who the man. We got Michael Long. How are you, Michael? We got Andy Vollen all the way up there in Albany. Good morning to you, Andy. Morning, Hope. Your camera looks a lot better now. Great view, dude. Thank you. Yeah, yesterday we had a major problem with the quality of the camera. It was not my fault. I finally got a good camera. Finally figured out a camera that works with the ocean behind me and works with the Hudson River behind me when I'm in the city. And that would be a GoPro. But then, you know, the cable company out here said, nah, here's a new problem. And they gave me some shitty Wi-Fi. I had the bad Wi-Fi yesterday. Well, that's good. Nothing better than paying $600-700 a month for cable and having to reboot your Wi-Fi every day so you can get some decent Wi-Fi. But thank you, sir. What's up, Bill? How are you? Hey, hope everything's well and good. How about that, Mike? McCall, right? McCall Bridges for those Knickerbockers. That's just crazy. Yeah, the NBA draft was last night, but before that, the New York Knicks, they picked up Bridges from the Nets. So now the Knicks have 4 guys from the Villanova NCAA championship team from 2016. That is very, very exciting for us Knicks fans. Yes, I'm back on the bandwagon. I became a Knicks fan again after taking, 2 decades off. I've been taking a peek, and I gotta officially say I'm a fan again. Yes. What's up, Cliff? How are you? Jay Warren, what's up? Michael Long, you the man? I don't know if I'm the man. Opie, I think it's a good idea. You'll be live streaming your reactions to the debate. All right, I could possibly do that. Ross Dog's Broken Spirit, sure. Jedi Grind giving me $10 like it's nothing. Jedi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm thinking of doing a $100 shout outs that are at the beginning of my actual podcast for these daily live streams. Someone said, you should do like $100 kind of like sponsorship shout outs. So if they give you $100, they get something special, and you do a little something up front before the Opie Radio podcast, on the Opie Radio podcast feed. Not a bad idea, but I said I don't think these guys are going to just throw $100 at me like that. So we'll see. But Jedi, thank you very much. Last night, sleeping like a baby. Did watch the NBA draft, then went to bed. And at 2:52 a.m., I was woken up abruptly because I thought there was a 10-car pileup outside my house. But the problem is I live on a dirt road where you can only go about 20 miles an hour. So that's not possible. It turns out it was one of those middle of the night, let's wake up the whole house thunderstorm where the first resonates through the entire house. And you're like, what the hell was that? You pop your head up. You're like, oh, it's just a stupid thunderstorm. And then next thing you know, Dawgie barks his head off for the next 20 minutes because he can't figure it out. He thinks it's a giant monster. And now he's got to check the entire house. Then I had to let him outside to check the perimeter. And then finally he settled down. But at that point, it was too late. I was awake. But those middle of the night thunder claps are just fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because you feel the peace in your sleep, especially out here. It's nice and quiet. You don't hear the highway flying by your apartment, even though you're 500 feet in the air. Out here, you hear the gentle sounds of the waves in the distance, and you feel like you're in the middle of peace, in the middle of the night sleeping. And then to be woken up with a... And then it was echoing, because I think we had low-level cloud coverage or something like that. I don't know. I got Ron. Ron is trying to get on the live stream this morning, but it says devices not connected. So Ron, if you could hear this, you're having a problem on your end. So I can't click on you. I can't put you on the live stream. We can't talk about your beach day you had yesterday. So you're going to have to figure that out on your end, my friend. Oh, all right. That made him go away. So maybe he'll figure it out. Opie's the man. I don't know if I'm the man. I just try to be a little better every day. That's all you could ask for yourself, is to try to be a little better every day. Just a teeny bit better. John Quartz. Yeah, the Sixers did do well. Jesus. I know McCain. Or McCann, however you say his name. Jared, yes. He played one season at Duke. Oh, no, he's going to be all right for the Sixers. I do know that one. Okay. Yeah, congratulations to the Sixers. They did all right in the draft. The New York Muddahuggers, Bill Cutting says, yeah, but they're a much better team in the last few years, and now they got 4 guys from Villanova playing together. They won the championship back in 2016. They're going to be a force next year, that's for sure. Hey, Ope, did you check out the NBA draft last night? What? Yeah, I did, but I just don't know the players. I love my NBA basketball. I don't dip into the college basketball as much. I start watching, right around tournament time, and then I do the March Madness. So I don't really know the guys. I know a lot of people that are into sports, like the NFL draft. Oh my God, they lose their effing minds, and it becomes a really big event. And I'm totally out because I just don't know. I just don't know the college players that well. But yeah, I watched, and people were tweeting, when are they gonna draft LeBron's son, Bronny? Yeah, Bronny's not a first-round draft pick. He'll probably be picked in the second round, which I think is today, right? I think. But there you go. John Quartz. $4.99 by John Quartz. Thank you, brother. Thanks for the live stream. Are you kidding me? Thank you, John Quartz. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, of course. I love doing these live streams. I didn't think we were going to get one in, and as you can see behind me, the clouds are a little squirrely. I don't know what they're deciding to do behind me, but I think the rain is gone. But I think there's something in the air. Oh, Thunderclap Newman for the win on your home of rock and roll. Nick Anderson, Opie, good morning. Did you ever tell us what you used to do for the mob? I remember you told Bob you couldn't disclose a while back. I was, I caddied for a lot of. I've told this. I said it the wrong way on the air many years ago, and then people have been holding me to it for a while. But when I was a caddy growing up, there were a lot of mob guys that were members of the club. So I caddied for a whole bunch of guys. And then they would show up in Newsday for some kind of racketeering charge or something. They'd be arrested. And me and my brothers, we would excitedly go to our parents and go, "Oh, I caddied for that guy." And my mom and dad were horrified because, they're arresting these people for some pretty serious stuff. But I'm like, they're the nicest guys at the club. And then my mom was torn, She liked that money coming in. So I think she sacrificed her own kids. She's like, well, the money's good at at that golf course. So we're going to keep sending you to caddy so you can bring money home to the household. I don't care if you're caddying for mobsters that are getting arrested, and their pictures are all over the Newsday. And then we did some other things, Nick. Nothing crazy. Parked cars for private parties and such, things like that. Maybe went on a couple rides because they needed help, like loading some stuff in vans and stuff. But just low level, who gives a crap stuff. But that a lot of us did when we were trying to make some money. But in this case, we were doing it for, people that were in the mob. But it wasn't anything illegal or anything like that. So I hope I finally put that to rest. But we caddied for the mob guys, and they were beyond cool. Always had cash. Always paid you like twice the fee. They just would throw money at you like it was nothing. Dripping with all sorts of jewelry and really expensive watches. And then every once in a while, one of these guys would have guests, and you could tell these guests didn't even know how to hold a golf club. I don't know what that was about. And some of these guests flew in from Italy, and some of these guests did not speak English, and some of these guests had fucking fists like raw beef, and scars all over their face. Giant human beings. There was one guy we caddied for that we knew not to even attempt a joke. Just don't cross the line. Just look straight ahead. There was one guy that was very, very scary to caddy for, to be honest with you. But the rest of them were cool as hell. But when this one guy came down, he would come down from the clubhouse and you saw him, everyone would just kind of be on their best behavior. And it was nothing that anyone knew. It was nothing in particular. It was just a feeling you got when this guy showed up. And then you would have to caddy for him, and he was not a happy boy. He was miserable, and you just knew like it was going to be a long loop. And just look ahead and don't lose his effing golf ball. So there you go, Nick Anderson. I mean, maybe I overplayed that one, but that's the real story. Caddied for a lot of the mob guys. Parked cars and worked a bunch of their parties over the years because they were always looking for some help. And where could they get help? Let's grab a few caddies. And then there was a few other little things that they needed help with. They needed some muscle just to lift and carry shit into a van or two. Stupid stuff like that. All right. Joseph Opster, did you hear about that poor 12-year-old girl in Texas? But no, geez, we're not going there. Bro, I don't want it. Don't put stuff like that in my head. That's why I don't click on anything. I don't click on it. I just don't click on the. I don't click on the bad stuff. I don't need to be outraged by seeing this tweet or this story. We literally do not watch the news in my house. Every once in a while, I'll take a peek at the local news, and my kids will be the ones like, "Why are you watching that?" These kids today, they understand. They're like, "Why would you turn on the local news and just get depressed watching all the crap and the shit that happened around you overnight while you slept?" I don't understand why people do that. I mean, I used to do it. Of course I did. But it just gives you an ick feeling. And then you bring that ick feeling into the world. And I'd rather try to bring some positive vibes, man. I'm trying to bring some positive vibes into the world. So no, man. I only read the first couple words of your comment there, and I clicked out. I don't want to know. I know terrible things happen all the time. I'm not stupid. I understand that. But the local news, I mean, it's just pure evil. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. Well, I know what they're trying to accomplish. They're trying They're trying to make a lot of money on ratings. So, if it bleeds, it leads. Everyone knows that. So it's just like the laundry list of things they report on every night is just like, oh my God, no. And then they try to sneak a cute story at the end of the newscast, like they're doing something good for society. You're like, oh, you guys suck. And then these same fuckers, now you got me going. Then these same effers, sorry, they don't like you cursing on the social media as much as we did on the satellite. You know what? I'm fine with that. But these same effers that are just throwing like just negativity and horrible energy at you day after day with their local news. Then when a local shock jock does something a little outrageous and steps over the line, then they spend their whole newscast talking about how we're monsters. And I always was like, you're the real monsters. What you throw out there on a regular basis. Oh my God, I hate the news. I hate the local news. I hate cable news now. Whatever. But I will be watching the Trump-Biden debate tonight for the simple fact I'm hoping one of the candidates takes a swing at the other candidate. It's the only reason I watch. It's the only reason I watch the debates. I'm hoping for an old-fashioned fist fight. I'm not going to listen to policy. So we got a problem on the southern border. What is your solution to this, Mr. Trump? And then, God bless Trump. What? Did you just say God bless Trump? Yeah, I did. Because, he doesn't like falling for that nonsense. I love the Trump for the show. And then Biden will have some babbly answer, some babble answer, like, that's great. We haven't heard this one from 20 presidents before you. Oh, wow, are you? Are you really going to secure? Are you really? And then you get, are you? Oh, okay. And then Trump will just be hopefully a wise ass tonight. If Trump's not a wise ass tonight, then then why are we watching? What are they going to accomplish? And then half the stuff they say they're going to do, they can't do. Because then you need the support of the Senate and the Congress. And if you don't have a majority in the Senate and the Congress, then the president babbling about all the stuff he's going to get done in his 4 years is a complete waste of time. Meaning he's not going to get any of the stuff that he promises done. Barack Obama. What's up, Mike O'Donnell with the $5? Did you forget to bring coffee to the beach? It's yes or no. I got coffee out the ass. I got one of those bags that is like this big. I got a big bag right now. I need to get a bag. I guess like money now in like sports is called a bag. When you get a big salary, a big renewal. They call it a bag. He got his bag. All right. And then now, like, if you win a championship in the NBA, you didn't win the championship. No, you didn't win the championship. You didn't get a ring. You got a chip. A what? Yeah, he's going to get his chip. But, yeah, I got my coffee, Mike O'Donnell, and your $5 will go towards the next bag. But Barack Obama famously said, and I think it was on Mark Maron's podcast. I think I listened to 5 episodes of the Mark Maron podcast. Guy couldn't be bothered to have anybody from the Opie and Anthony show on his podcast. Oh, these people stink. I remember when Mark Maron was starting out, and we had an open door for the Mark Maron to come on the giant Opie and Anthony show and do his promotions. And to start talking about his podcast that he was starting up. And then fast forward, I don't know, it's been about 15 years. He couldn't be bothered having any Opie and Anthony people on his podcast. Yuck. Enough of these people. But I did listen to the one with the Barack Obama, and the Barack Obama said something very, very interesting. He said that, when you're president now, which is kind of sad. Hold on. Ron is writing me. I believe the distortion may have come from your end. No, Ron. That's what the roommate thought. The volume is on mute and the camera's off, and I can't seem to activate them. I didn't do anything differently from last time. Last time when I clocked in, it was automatically working. Am I blocked on your... No, you're not blocked on... No, Ron. Try again. Trying to get Ron the waiter on because he had a beach day yesterday, and he wants to talk about it. No, I saw you, Ron, in the green room, but there was no camera or anything like that. I think it's on your end, but after the live stream, I'll look at my setup and make sure it's nothing on my end. All right, so Obama, even though he ran on hope and pretty much changing the world, he admitted on the Mark Maron podcast that the one thing you could hope for as president is to move the needle just slightly. There was a time when you were president, you could make massive changes. And nowadays, he's like, look, you go into the job with the understanding that you could just move the needle just slightly, make some kind of improvements, whatever the improvements you think need to be made. So that's why when these politicians babble about this and that and the climate change and the southern border and the health care, this is the reason why I tap out and don't believe in any of them. Because half the shit they promise, the majority of the shit they promise to get elected, they already know it would be almost impossible to accomplish. So that makes them all liars. I'm not lying, you're lying. No, you're both lying. Bronsoline, no, you're an Islander fan. Thoughts on Florida Panthers winning the Stanley Cup, sir? I'm not the biggest hockey fan these days, but I'm happy that the cup stays in America. And that's kind of stupid too, because I'm sure, but most of the Florida Panthers are from Canada, so the cup will probably be spending the summer in Canada. But I guess I wanted the Panthers over the Edmonton team. Entenmann's and Edmonton. I have a tough time saying because I want to say it's silly. I want to say Entenmann's. Me and Anthony used to have a lot of fun pronouncing Entenmann's. Their coffee cake is to die for. Oh my God! I gotta end the live. I gotta go to town. I gotta get some coffee cake. I gotta get the original coffee cake. Don't fancy it up. Do you want that? No. Do you want the double crust? No, I don't. Do you want the drizzle? No. I want the original Entenmann's coffee cake, and I want to dip it in my stupid coffee. Is that all right with you? But yeah, I guess I wanted the Panthers over Edmonton. I don't know. What I always found funny when I went to my hockey games, I was a season ticket holder for the Islanders for many years, and you'd be sitting there, and it was time for the Canadian anthem, and the whole arena would be booing the Canadian anthem, because they did that before our anthem, and I would look around like, people are so stupid. Why are people so stupid? Why don't they use their brains for just basic shit? Half the Islanders, just because they're playing a Canadian team, you have to boo the Canadian anthem, but half the Islanders are from Canada. You're booing your own players. It's so dumb. Video's better. Yeah, man. I guess I rebooted the router. I rebooted the router. I got to remember to reboot the router every morning so I could have a decent video. But there you go. Dirty Sanchez, how are you? J.R. Carter, how are you? It feels odd having teams with the NHL who are from places that are warm. Yeah, I agree with you. That's always a little weird. I certainly went to my share of games in Florida over the years, and you're walking in, and look, they don't have special merch for the warm climate, so you're walking in. I wasn't a hockey jersey guy. I looked so stupid in a hockey jersey. I had to give up on that at a very early age. But you see these guys walking into these games down in Florida. It's 120 and no wind, no breeze. The humidity's killing you, and you're wearing your home team hockey jersey with your favorite player's name on the back. praying they don't get traded because you're like, man, I spent a lot of money on this damn jersey, and now the guy got traded. What do I do? That always sucked, huh? Top of the morning to you. Cheers. Yeah, cheers to everybody, man. I hope you're all right. But I wonder if anybody else that's in the New York area heard that thunderstorm last night. Oh my! It just shook the house. I'm like, what the F was that? It's crazy. 31 years since a team from Canada has won it. Is that true, Vegas? I like that. I mean, I like that you just gave me that knowledge. I had no idea. I would have never guessed that. Well, they were all in waste management, Jay Warren. Yes. As a kid, I'm carrying for these guys that were in the mob, and I'm like, man, they got the state of the art clubs. They got watches that are worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and just gold chains, and what do they do for a living? Oh, he's a garbage man. He's a garbage man. When you used to be able to say garbage man, you're not allowed to say garbage man anymore. Don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. No, you're not. You're not allowed to say garbage man. You're not allowed to play Lou Reed's Wild Side. Take a walk on the wild side, because people are very, very offended by the Lou Reed now. Because what? He's talking about trannies in the song and making it sound like it's a wild side. And nowadays, that's not the wild side, supposedly. So now people are up in arms about the Lou Reed and the song Wild Side. I did not know that. I literally did not know that. That now there's a problem. What's the problem? Well, the problem is Lou Reed, he's singing about trannies in a way that they're just wild people and they're abnormal and in society today. Oh, shut up. It's just a song. It's just a song. Anyway, loading some yard trimmings into a car. Well, yeah. I wanted to just sit there like just a terrible fart. But the reality is the little side jobs we were able to do for the mob was nothing. It was really, truly, it was really just truly nothing. Grabbing laundry and stuff and dropping it off at a secret location, and the laundry bags were very, very heavy. We didn't question anything. We just did whatever they said. That's a joke. That's a joke. Morning, Hope, long-time fan. Good to see you're still putting stuff out there. Yeah, we thanks, man. Yeah, this is growing a little bit. It doesn't grow on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel stinks. I get a lot of my numbers from the Twitter. So if you're on Twitter watching this, I would appreciate it if you moved over to my dying YouTube channel, Opie Radio, to give me some numbers. Don't make me, buy fake numbers. I never did the buying of the fake numbers, but don't make me do that. So my number stinks over there. Hi, Carly. How are you? What's going on, man? That's pretty plus more. She lives in a very humid climate. There are times I just think of Carly and her hair, and I laugh my ass off. Uh-oh, Carly's coming. Everyone put their lighters down. Her hair just goes up. She lives in a very humid climate. Do you get it? Opie was the inspiration for the guy John Wick would call for dinner reservations. Man, I never saw the John Wick. I couldn't be bothered by the John Wick movies. I hope your reference is funny for someone out there, but I don't know the John Wick. All I know is I went to a spa, I don't know. It was called Ancient Baths. It's down in Soho. I went with my wife, and we had a blast. It had a salt pool where you can't sink even if you want to, and you're laying on your back like this in the salt pool. And they pump music so you could hear it while you're just floating. And then they had an ice plunge, a couple of those. They had one that was cold, and then one that was really, really cold. And then they had giant saunas. They had a little lap pool area to hang out. And then they had a couple steamers, little steam rooms. and it's very, very nice. It's something you can only do like once in your life, because like some of these things that are so nice, you're like, oh, I think we'll go back. Oh, that's right. It's like $1,000 to go. No, I'm not spending $1,000 to float in your stupid salt. I'll do it one time, enjoy the hell out of it, and then we got to move on to cheaper stuff. Are you crazy? But the guy, when you're signing in, he goes, "Did you ever see the movie, the John Wick movies?" Well, that was filmed here in the ancient baths. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And then that wasn't good enough. Then you go into the locker room and the movie's playing on a loop. They're very proud that John Wick filmed a scene in their ancient baths area. There he is. What up? Ah! Ron the waiter!
So did you do something on your end, Opie?
No, I didn't do nothing, Ron. I'm a professional. Look at you. Who do you think messed up? Me or you? You're in a wife beater shirt. Your hair is a mess.
Come on. Well, I was at the beach. It was very breezy.
Yeah, how was your beach day? Well, first of all, what was the beach again? I think it's some beach where a lot of gay people go to. And...
It's Jacob Reef Beach.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you and I were talking about Robert Mosley last time. I didn't even know he had designed. Is there an echo? Are you good?
I'm trying to correct you, but you keep babbling. I want to tell you it was Robert Moses.
What'd I say?
Mosley.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Robert Moses, by the way, I had no idea that he also designed Jacob Reef Beach.
He designed a lot of stuff back in the day, yes.
I didn't see any like very low-hanging bridges going there, though.
So maybe that's like some urban myth or legend. But let me explain. So there's a like a conspiracy that Robert Moses was very racist, and around Long Island he built a lot of stuff, and he didn't want a certain group of people going to the ocean beaches. So when he was building a lot of the overpasses, he made them a little short, so the buses couldn't get through to bus certain people to the ocean beaches.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, some people would call that like engineering ingenuity.
Yeah. Well, I do know the overpasses are short enough where there's signs all over the place. It's the parkways that go north and south of Long Island that the trucks can't get through. They can't use those roads.
Honestly, like, where was the Black Lives Matter protesting this issue, saying raise the roof,
raise the overpasses?
Yeah, let our buses in.
I don't know. I guess it's just an urban myth. But how was your beach day? Did you get to see the Piping Plovers?
That's crazy. Like, I literally once I got on the beach, I'm like, all right, let's see if I can actually find the Piping Plovers that you were talking about, and
right.
Boom, they were right there. Just for 2 pairs, which is just 4 birds.
Yeah.
I mean, they cordoned off like 3 football fields. It's crazy.
What's so important about Piping Plovers?
They are pretty. They're pretty birds, though.
What I think the thing is they can't really fly long distances, and they're like twinkle toey. They twinkle toe their way around the beach, Ron. But we're killing everything off in this stupid world of ours. But let's save the Piping Plovers.
So those are the same birds that you have on your beach.
Oh, dude. I mean, I can't. You gotta just trust me on this. But right behind me, right. You see that white? You see that white path? That's how I get to the beach, right? So just to the right of that, the fence starts for the Piping Plovers, and it goes. That particular fence goes at least 5 houses the other way. So that's at least 2 to 3 football fields, and you might see 4 Piping Plovers in there.
So what you just told me was someone didn't get out the rake quick enough.
No, shut up, Ron. My neighbor said, "Shut up! You're gonna ruin it."
Oh, all right. Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
That's all right. No, basically, I did admit this, but if you're out here in the spring when they're deciding where the Piping Plovers are going to be hanging out, if you see some of those twinkle toe fucking footprints near your house, you take your rake out and you make sure you rake down those footprints, and then they leave your house alone.
Is this the time of the year though when they're nesting their eggs on the beach?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh God, dude! If they see an egg that's not even in the safe zone, let's call it the safe zone.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they shut down the beach. They tell people to get the fuck off the beach. We found a piping plover egg.
So are they endangered?
I don't know.
I
mean the right whale is in danger, but they're not doing anything with the right whales. They're letting people just fucking, motorboat their way right over their backs. They don't give a crap. There's like 200 right whales left in the entire world. We had 2 out here, by the way. A very rare sighting.
Really?
And they're just like, they already know the damn thing's going to get extinct.
What are the negative things about those giant windmills in the ocean is that they were killing whales? I think Trump said that. Is that true?
Trump says a lot of things too. He basically says we can't do our laundry anymore. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to believe with the Trump. We hate the windmills. There's a. I lived in Western New York for many, many years and took that trip from first Geneseo to Long Island, then Rochester to Long Island, then Buffalo to Long Island. This route in Western New York is gorgeous. And the last time I went was a year ago. Brought my son up to Niagara Falls for his 13th birthday. I was so depressed. It's not really mountains, but it's pretty big, giant hills, right? Almost mountains. They got windmills across the whole fucking thing. I'm for alternative energy, believe it or not, to a point.
So what? Where are they? Like they're on land?
They're on top of these. Let's call them small mountains.
Oh, okay.
When you're driving in Western New York, and it just completely.
It's an eyesore?
It completely ruined this beautiful ride, this beautiful view, this beautiful part of America, Western New York. It's too bad. And then the windmills go like this. Woo, 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 woo.
It's clean energy.
And they're just chopping birds in half. Woo, woo.
Well, at least they could probably pretty it up, right? Do they paint them different colors?
So far off the shores of Long Island, we haven't seen any windmills. I know where you're from, up there in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I think you got some windmills up there now, right, Ronnie?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
So how was your beach day? What do you do? Did you bring your own food? What do you do, Ron?
Well, first you got to take. I took the end to Lexington and 59th. Then you got to take the express number 5, and you take it to the end of the line, which is Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn College. Then you have to walk 3 blocks to get the Q35 bus that then takes you finally to Jacob Riis Beach, and that pretty much circulates like every 30 minutes. That bus. By the way, Robert Moses.
I gotta stop you for a sec. You need to get a hit radio show, my friend, because know what I do for the beach?
What's that?
You see that gate right there? Sometimes it's a hassle. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, it's a little stuck because we had a rainstorm overnight. So then I have to sometimes, unfortunately, step over the gate to get to the beach, Ron.
You rich people just have it so difficult. Honest to God, poor.
Well, find an HVAC guy, get a radio show going, Ron, and you won't be taking any buses to the beach anymore.
See, this is why when the rich and famous get upset, they fix their problems with prescription pills. So that's why you're always happy.
Speaking of which...
I'll tell you this, Robert Moses probably is like turning over his grave. That beautiful boardwalk that he designed in 1932, it's completely gutted. They never took care of it. It's bad. It's under construction, but what an eyesore. What a shame.
You get the splinters, Ron?
The only thing that was nice and clean was the bathroom. I sent a little video.
I saw your video. It was weird.
I was looking for my friends. Nobody was there.
Yeah, you were. I think you were looking for a little something in the bathroom there, Ronnie. Ron?
Besides that, once you get to Jacob Riis Beach, and Jacob Riis was also, remember, New York was founded by the Dutch, right? So that's who Robert Riis is. He was like He was actually a very famous Dutch photographer who chronicled the poor, the poor, wretched New Yorkers, and that's why Jacob Riis Beach is called the Poorest People Beach. So it was named after Jacob Riis, who photographed and captured the poverty of New York City. So Robert Moses dedicated the beach to Jacob Riis, and the title of the beach is Jacob Riis, the Poor People's Beach. It's actually in the title.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Did you see any poor people like yourself at the beach, or were you the only one?
There was nobody's poor there, by the way. Yeah, go to a beach in Manhattan.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, it's all just like everyone's a 10. I don't know what it is.
Really?
I happen to be, I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but I got nestled to the left of me with these 3 like unbelievable girls in bikinis, and they
girls?
Yeah, and they had like
girls. All right.
And they had this is what made them so sexy. Dude, they had, what are they called? Tattoo sleeves. They had their fucking legs were covered in tattoos, their arms.
See,
like, oh my God, so sexy.
God bless you. Let me say, when I was growing up, a little tattoo, tiny little tattoo on the lower back, a little ankle tattoo. Yeah, all right, I can handle that. These women with the full sleeve scare the shit out of me. I feel like they're going to beat the crap out of me. I'm kind of glad I'm not in the dating scene anymore.
I believe all 3 of those women could kick my ass. They were in shape. Like,
right.
If you're going to cover your body in tattoos, it's because you love your body and you like the way you look. Like, these girls are in shape. They were probably MMA fighters, but they didn't have cauliflower ears.
I hear you. Let me do this really fast. We got JB Robodoc, it looks like. Just gave us $10, Ron, so I might have to buy you a beer at Get Fat.
Yes.
Good morning, GH and Squad. Had to bounce into the YouTube side since stars are still not working on the Facebook side. Okay, back to Facebook. Join the private Facebook group. Yeah, join the private Facebook group. Thank you. You said something there, and then you've just babbled past it, which is frustrating when... Like, I have a producer type of brain, so when you say stuff, then I want to, like, exploit that a little bit.
ahead.
But then you kept moving on to the
I talk fast.
It's all right. It's all right. You said about prescription pills. You're a comedian. Did you hear what happened to Brett Butler? Do you remember the comedian Brett Butler?
You mean the woman?
Yeah, she was on that.
By the way, she had her own television show.
Yeah, what was the name of her show?
By the way, like, it was a hit.
It was a huge hit.
She was like one of the first, I think she was really one of the first female comedians to have her own television show, way before Ellen DeGeneres.
And she was very honest. She was in an abusive marriage, and she brought it all to her comedy and then brought it to her TV show. The show was called Grace Under Fire.
Yes.
And
yes.
At her peak, she had... something like $25 million in the bank, but she got a bit addicted to some alcohol and then some pills, and they canceled her show. Fast forward, during COVID, which was only a few years ago, Brett Butler was in such a bad place. She went through $25 million that her friends set up a GoFundMe page for her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Someone that you watched on TV is now needs a GoFundMe page before they're homeless. Before they become homeless. I thought
she was clean and sober for decades.
She was.
Oh, she relapsed.
Yeah, supposedly she was, but the damage was done. She was pretty much blackballed from Hollywood. She went away, and then she started getting some acting roles and had a little bit of a comeback happening, so she was getting some money coming in finally when she really needed it. Then COVID hit, so all the jobs dried up, and then she was in a desperate place where her friends set up a GoFundMe page.
I distinctly remember, I mean, we're talking like decades ago, where she was saying when she was drinking, this is when she was drinking and a very successful comic, and it was getting in the way and she wanted to quit, and her greatest fear was, can I be funny without the alcohol?
Right.
And then she said, yeah, and then it took her a while to say, yes, I can still be funny.
Yeah.
And she was saying the alcohol doesn't add a magic ingredient.
Right. But I guess it gives certain people confidence, right?
How old is she? I mean, she's got to be in her late 60s.
Yeah, she's got to be in her 60s.
Yeah.
I saw Vice did a great documentary series. I can't believe I didn't see it when it first came out a few years ago, but it's called The Dark Side of Comedy.
Oh, I've seen those.
And that one was really, the Greg Giraldo one was just downright depressing. He was so effing talented.
Hey, I should bring his son on. I'm good friends with him. Greg Giraldo Jr. He's funny. He's just like, he's one of those guys. He's instinctively, innately funny just by not doing anything. He's his physical mannerisms, and he's got a beautiful heart. Good
All
kid.
right.
He just graduated college.
Is he trying to be a stand-up?
No, no, he's doing it. That's what he's doing
good.
100%. He's pursuing
nice.
it.
Oh, good for him. I would love to meet him. I
I will
him on this
100% bring him on.
He's
a great kid.
There's a little, there must be a little delay because we're talking over each other a little bit, and then someone said there's a bit of an echo. I think I fixed the echo. Hopefully, I got more info on the Moses, the Robert Moses, Vincent Scaramuzo. He's trustworthy. Moses gets accused of racism because of the low bridges, and he gets hammered for running the Cross Bronx Expressway right through a neighborhood and splitting it up. But without him, we wouldn't have any of these roads and bridges. The documentary on Robert Moses, thank you. You reminded me. So we have an expressway called the Cross Bronx Expressway. Sorry. Back in the day, you can look this up. He's like, we need your house, but it's my family house. Too bad. And he built this fucking expressway right through neighborhoods, splitting neighborhoods in half. And because it was a giant expressway, even though, you could walk to, let's say, your aunt's house on the northern side of the expressway and you lived on the southern side, it split up families and everything because they couldn't visit their families anymore. He just took a bulldozer, just plowed through neighborhoods to get that expressway done. You couldn't do that today.
Oh, today, forget it. No.
Yeah, forget it, right? Hey, did you go to the nude section of the beach like you were talking about last week?
I ended up walking the whole thing. I didn't see one boobie. I guess,
Nothing.
middle of the week. It was really sparse. There wasn't that many people there.
Was the water good? Were you scared of sharks? Did you play some frisbee?
This is what's nice about Jacob Riis Beach. It's one of those beaches where the sand is so smooth when you're walking in the water, or you're ankle deep walking through the water. There's no pebbles. You're not stepping on shells. You're not cutting your feet. It's nice.
Well, out here in the Hamptons, we'll be taking that sand immediately. Thank you for letting us know, Ron. I will call my people. We will be getting truckloads of that beautiful sand and moving it out here.
It is. It's very nice sand. Very nice.
Yeah. All right. How's everything else, Ron? I thought we were gonna have a whole beach day.
No, we'll talk about it. But so, by the way, I've been up since 5 a.m. already.
Yeah.
Because after this, I actually have a pretty big audition that I really can't. I have a big audition for a car company, and that's all I can say. I'm not allowed to say.
Car company?
I'm not allowed to say the name.
Really? For a
So
commercial?
I've been up prepping for that.
For a commercial?
Yeah, I have an audition today at 11.
Could you give us one of your lines?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble. This is a union. This is a union gig. So
Wait, so do you think you got a shot? For the people that don't know, Ron the Waiter's been in some stuff. He's been in some commercials. And whatnot.
this is a Screen Actors Guild commercial, so I got to be really careful what I say before I audition. I can get in trouble.
All right, fair enough.
However, I can say this, and
Yes.
I'm not going to get in trouble. I actually play a Patriot, like a fanatic Patriots fan.
Oh, nice.
So it's like right up my alley, and I'm going to be wearing my authentic, NFL patch jersey, my Tom Brady. I'm going to be wearing my Tommy today.
You're going to be wearing your Tommy Brady jersey. Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. Ron, you should wear your MAGA hat while waitering. Just watch the tips roll in. Yeah, where's your MAGA hat today, Ron?
I tell you, I think people who wear MAGA hats in Manhattan have balls. You don't see it often, but the people who do, they're looking for it. They're looking to get into a confrontation.
I don't think they have balls, because the people that want to bitch about the person wearing the MAGA hat, they're a little veal like.
Did you vote on Tuesday?
I don't vote, Ron. What was I voting for? Tell me what I was voting for.
Cortez.
Oh, AOC?
Yeah.
She was on the ballot? Did she win?
Yep.
I have no idea.
She was on. Yeah, I don't know. It was all those primaries. I don't know.
All right. I don't vote, Ron. I don't believe in any of them. I was just talking about it earlier. These politicians promise the world knowing they can't get half that crap done they're promising their people.
I don't know if you can appreciate the picture I'm seeing, but behind you, like the clouds in the sky, that honestly looks AI. That looks AI generated. That doesn't even look real.
I know.
The way the clouds are with the shade and the light.
Yeah, and the sad part is I absolutely need to make some money these days. So maybe could you rent out your apartment? Because I think if I live stream from that shithole behind you, I would make a ton of money every morning.
Opie, this apartment has so much charm. It's got the beautiful wooden. It's got the beautiful wooden paneling. Look at that. Look at that. I got bookcases, Opie.
I grew up in a wood paneling house, so you're triggering me, Rod, when you're wood paneling.
Can you see it?
Don't move too far from where you are, because it's been working out all right. But can you bring something towards the camera? I love when people show me what's in their house. You got anything in the area you want to show me real fast?
All right, I'm just going to slowly walk around. You ready?
All right.
Here's a bookcase.
Well, what's the book? Pull out one book. What's on the bookshelf?
All right, hold on. I'm going to go to hold on. Here we go. Where are they? Where's the collection?
All right, there's
so
the
here.
books.
How about this?
All right. Yeah, but we can't see the titles. Tell me a couple titles.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
You're definitely a pedo.
These are my roommates. These aren't mine.
Why does he have children's books? Is he trying to lure his next victim into the wood paneling?
By the way, check this out. This thing is like a lot. This is worth a lot of money. This is one of those old stereophones. Look at that.
Oh damn!
This is seriously worth a lot of money. It's not mine.
All right. I thought.
Here, I'll take you. Oh look, we have a little. This is my little section.
What is that?
It's a rabbi.
You got a rabbi bobblehead?
Yeah, it was a housewarming gift from my roommate.
Why do you have a rabbi bobblehead?
That was my housewarming gift from him.
Okay.
Hold on, let's come over here. Look, we have some nice plants.
Yeah, I see that. Very nice. What kind of plants do you guys grow?
I don't know. They're not mine. I don't know what they're called. Ficus? Who knows? Look, see, my roommate's in equity, so he's got some theatrical stuff.
Tony's saying, "Is this Ripley's Believe It or Not studio?" Very nice, dude. You live in a turn of the century apartment. This could have been from 1920. Check
out the kitchen, dude. This looks like a 1950s apartment. Look how old this stove is.
All right.
Look at all the trinkets.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, man.
All right,
I'm
hold
a
on.
minimalist. I need to live in.
All right, you want to see my roommate's toys?
Yeah. What kind of toys?
You see those?
What are they? Troll dolls?
Yeah.
Why does he have troll dolls?
I don't know. And then hold on, we got the ducks
and duckies. Why are they displayed so proudly?
I don't know.
He's got rubber ducky. This is creepy,
He
Ron.
does.
Get the hell out of there. You need help? Just blink if you need me to come get you.
And hold on, like
Yeah.
I live in a pretty cool place. Like, check this out. As soon as I open up my door, bam! Look at that. Isn't that nice?
I don't know if it's nice. What am I looking at? You live in an alleyway?
Yes.
All right, you got some
No,
air.
this is a basement apartment in Astoria. Look, you see how like this is my front door,
Right.
and then this is the front door to the other building,
Okay.
and this is where the drain is. You see that?
Yeah.
So all the water's supposed to come here. It never does. So
Or blood.
the
What?
water will always come into the kitchen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is nice. Look,
Dude, if you're showing me in an alleyway, maybe it's time to end this
hey,
one.
these houses, these are all $1 million houses. You know.
Yeah, I try to tell people they don't want to listen to me. I'm like, there's a lot of people out there that have a dream of living in New York City. Don't do it. I'm not even joking. Don't do it.
Yeah, that, by the way, what I just showed you is considered my backyard.
Yeah, and these buildings are way over $1 million. Way over.
Way over. Yes. This is
Vince
considered a very nice neighborhood.
Scaramuzzo, Queens is littered with illegal basement apartments for crazy rent money.
That's true.
There you go.
Dude, it's
All
super
right.
cheap here.
Anything else, Ron?
Hey, I had a great time. With Claire Sattler
Right.
doing the show at Gap Paz. That was fun.
Oh, good. Yeah. Hopefully, will they bring you back? We were experimenting with you for the comedy night at Get Pots.
Well, guess what? I'm putting her on my show.
Oh, nice.
I'm putting her on the last show of the summer, and then we take August off. So she's doing the July 25th show.
All right. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Ron, one last question. One last question about your apartment there. Now that Rex is no longer living there, do you feel like you have a lot of space?
What do you mean?
Rex is a serial killer on Long Island that was arrested for the Gilgo Beach murders. And John Corts is suggesting
Hugerman or something?
Yeah, John Corts is suggesting that he's your roommate. And I'm thinking, well, if he's your roommate and now he's in jail, you must have the apartment to yourself.
No, my roommate's not that. My roommate's not that aggressive.
All right.
My
Ron,
roommate has rubber duckies.
and troll dogs.
By the way, they keep finding more bodies from that guy, like in different pots now.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not keeping up on the serial killer news. I don't want that feeling in my head.
Yeah.
All right, Ron. I gotta go.
Yeah. All right, Opie. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, it was absolutely good talking to you, Ron.
Yeah. It looks like it's a little chilly out there.
It's kind of cold. We had a giant thunderstorm that woke me up at 2:52. It scared the living crap out of me. I really thought it was a 10-car pileup in front of my house. And we live on a dirt road, so that's impossible. It was, you know the middle of the night thunderstorm that wakes you up out of a sound sleep with the giant...
Boom! Yeah. Yeah, that means the lightning's real close.
And then the whole house shook. And then the
Wait, you have
dog,
a dirt road? So what, do you get like washed out? It's all muddy?
Yeah, sometimes maybe the ocean goes up and over.
Oh,
What
really?
are you going to do? What are you going to do, Ron? But
Right.
then the dog thinks it's a giant monster and then barks for the next 20 straight minutes. So I've been up pretty much since 3 in the morning.
You beat me.
All right, brother. Good luck on the audition.
Thank you, Opie. I appreciate it. It's good talking to you. Bye, everybody.
I think as long as this is working, maybe you do it next week. We'll do maybe once a week for a while there, Ron.
You let me know.
All right.
And now you're supposed to say before you leave, hey, Ron, break a leg. No?
I hate
You don't
that
want to say
term.
that? You're supposed to say that to an actor.
I know, but I always hated that term. I just want to wish you good luck, Ron.
That's bad luck in the acting business.
Oh, so all right, break a leg, Ron, because I want you to get
I'm
the
fucking
gig.
with you. Hey, Opie, seriously, it's always a pleasure. Look forward to next week.
I want you to get the gig so you don't bitch about having to pay for beers at Gephardt's. All right, is that good?
Dude, last time I was there, I was like, dude, do you take food stamps? I mean, give me a break.
I'll talk to you soon, Ron.
Bye.
Bye. There he goes. Ron the waiter. There you go. And I think we can end with that, right? We did it. If you gave me a few bucks, thank you very much. I saw it. I think I did. I think we did all right today. Yeah, that term stinks, right? Break a leg. Yeah, I think so. Thank you guys. If you gave me a few bucks, thank you. Hit the like on the way out. Thank you. And I'll be uploading stuff all day long. Can you just click on something? Just click on something. Cheers. Have a